What's up, everyone? We are back at it today, and we are finally addressing the elephant on the front bumper. If you guys are ready to mount some serious auxiliary lights to your off-road rig so you can actually light up the night, but you aren't looking to drop a mortgage payment on a name brand set, you've probably seen these popping up. These are the Colight SharkX 9-inch auxiliary lights, and let's be real, these things are massive. We've been running AuxBeam's 7-inch pods lately, and jumping up to a 9-inch fixture completely changes the stance of our Nissan Y61. It gives the rig that heavy-duty, Dakar rally type of aesthetic that just looks planted and purpose-built. We're going to put these through the ringer today to see if they are actually functional or just a whole lot of empty housing. We'll provide the updated price and purchase links down in the description for your convenience, so let's get into the video. When we first cracked into the boxes, the initial presentation was fairly nice. The first box houses one of the 9-inch fixtures, which feels quite solid right out of the gate. The second box contains the other fixture, the mounting hardware, and the wiring harness. One of the first things we noticed, and honestly one of our favorite design choices here, is the screwless face. Usually, these big pods have bolts all around the bezel that can look a bit cluttered, but this is a clean, modern look. The housing itself is a low-profile, sturdy die-cast aluminum setup with deep cooling fins wrapped all the way around the back for heat management. For the lens, Colight is using an impact-resistant polycarbonate. While we didn't see an official rating stamped on every document, they are marketed as waterproof and dustproof, and based on the seals, they should at least be hitting an IP68 standard. If they don't hold up to a pressure wash or a deep puddle, we'll be the first to let you know. Now, let's talk about the actual numbers, because this is where things get interesting from our perspective. The SharkX is a quad-setting light. You've got a high beam, a low beam, a white DRL, and an amber DRL. On paper, the white high beam is pushing an insane 11,300 lumens. To put that in perspective, compare that to the competition in this price bracket. It's a massive jump. The low beam sits at 6,200 lumens, which, honestly, is still stinking bright, and could easily serve as a primary driving light on its own. The power draw matches the output, with a 62-watt pull on the low beam and a heavy 113-watt draw when you've got the high beams pinned. The wiring harness that comes in the kit is actually quite well thought out, making the install relatively simple. You've got your standard leads that go straight to the battery, and a dedicated switch that toggles between your high and low beams. Then, you have a secondary set of wires specifically for the DRLs. It's a clean setup that doesn't require you to be an electrical engineer to figure out, which we always appreciate when we're juggling a dozen other mods on the car. Once we got them mounted and powered up, the first thing we had to test was the show factor. Colight calls this a dynamic sequential flow effect. When you first send power to the DRLs, instead of just blinking on like generic ones, there's this nice little animation that sweeps through the light. We think it's pretty sick, though it's important to remember that these 6-watt DRLs offer zero added visibility for the driver. They are strictly for aesthetics and for making sure other people see you coming. We've been running the amber DRLs 24/7 because, let's be honest, that amber look going down the road just looks right on an off-road build. But once the sun goes down, the question shifts from how does it look to how does it perform. We started by testing the low beams with our stock headlights completely off to see the raw output. And this is how much you're getting. And that's with the headlights off. So that's how much added light you're getting in addition to the headlights. Here, you can see the comparison. At 6,200 lumens, the low beam is a huge improvement over stock. It fills in the immediate foreground and mid-range with a clean, wide spread. However, when we flip the switch to the high beam, we notice something unexpected. The low beam is actually a lot closer in performance to the high beam than we thought it would be. They're 113 watts, 11,300 lumens, and that's how they look practically. Now, here's the comparison between high and stock headlights. Now, here's the low beam. Look at that. Before, after. And then here's the high beam, and that's the stock. So, yeah, huge improvement. Let's go back to the low beam. It's crazy because the low beam is a lot closer to the high beam than we thought it would be. So, there's the low beam, there's the high beam. Obviously, there's a difference. Now, practically speaking, the comparison between these SharkX pods and our stock headlights is just like night and day. And from the drone view, you can really see how much area they cover. It's pretty sick because they don't just throw light in a straight line, they really saturate the whole field of view. And honestly, that's exactly what we need when we're trying to spot animals or trail washouts before they become a problem. So it's not just about those impressive numbers on paper, it's about usable light that gives us confidence when we're miles away from the nearest streetlight. So after running these 9-inch pods on a regular basis, we have to say we are happy with how they performed so far. For a light that sits at this price point, the build quality and the sheer lumen count are hard to beat. The dual-color 3DDRL interface gives the rig a premium look, and the light output is actually usable for real-world off-roading. Our only concern would be the size. 9 inches is a lot for most people, and if you have a smaller bumper, these might look a bit bug-eyed. But on a full-sized rig like the Nissan Y61, they look perfectly at home. So, if you're looking for that Dakar-inspired look and you want enough light to turn night into day without emptying your savings account, the Colight SharkX is a very strong contender. The screwless face, the aluminum cooling fins, and that sequential startup animation all point to a product that was designed with some actual care. We like to have our auxiliary lights and our amber DRLs on all the time, and these have handled the vibration and the elements without a hiccup so far. Alright guys, that pretty much does it for our look at the SharkX series. They're big, they're bright, and they definitely give the rig a much more aggressive personality. Make sure to check those links in the description if you want to see the current pricing, and let us know in the comments what you think about that 9-inch footprint. Is it too big or just right? We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.